Finally, we are all here welcoming Walk of Hope in Delhi. I really extend a very warm welcome to my revered Guruji, Sri M. I also extend a very warm welcome to Rinpoche Situ ji. He has been amazing in his support, and all his words are always so inspiring and really guide us towards achieving what we set out to.
I must start with thanking Thai Situ Rinpoche for waiting for us here to welcome me into Delhi. Also, Shabdha Khan, who sang for us yesterday, Sri Janab Arif Muhammad Khan.
Adding to the divine soulfulness of the evening, Peer Shabdha Khan. Maybe just felicitate him first and then lead him on to the stage. Them along, and the only female voice in the room, I'm also joining in. So pardon me, this is a session without any practice except just a half an hour or so. But the best thing about Shabda's music, now this is the thing, Shabda invites, he will invite all.
Musician tuning, a musician not tuning. So grateful to be here. Sri MG, thank you so much for inviting me. And my dear Rinpoche, so charmed to be here. The Sufi message of spiritual liberty, of limitless freedom, of open heart, made its way from this land, from Mother India, to California in 1910, brought by an extraordinary human being named Sufi Inayat Khan. Sufi Inayat Khan. My teacher was his disciple. And so you can imagine how grateful I feel that he brought this beautiful message of spiritual liberty, of loving kindness, of strength and courage and compassion and kindness and forgiveness and tolerance, patience, and learning to be in tune with the infinite. He brought it to us in California, and now I have the chance to come back to where it came from. Listen. La ilaha illallah, 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 la ilaha illallah.
Walk is my talk. There's no need to explain. The walk itself is a talk.
Sri M, spiritual guide, social reformer, and educationist, was born into a Muslim family in Trivandrum, Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. His transformational journey from a young boy to a living yogi is a fascinating story symbolized by single-minded discipline and dedication. He traveled to the Himalayas at the age of 19, meeting saints and sages, eventually gaining his spiritual fulfillment under the guidance of his guru, Sri Maheshwarnath Babaji. He came back from the Himalayas as instructed by his guru and carried on his life mission. The Satsang Foundation, established by Sri M, is a meeting point for spiritual seekers of all persuasions. The key objectives and activities of the foundation derive from the dual objectives of concern for mankind and the search for truth. Sir, may we invite you to address the gathering now. May we felicitate Sir and then lead him to the dais, please.
Situ Rinpoche and Shabdha Khan, Hazrat Shabdha Khan, if I may say. And my greetings and love to all the guests here, with special reference to those wonderful people who run this beautiful place, Sorba. Sitting here, I don't know where he is. There he is. And to all of you who are guests, and of course my dear Padyatris who have been walking with me, they think probably that the walk is not possible without me. But I think that this walk is not possible without them. Now, after all the wonderful things expressed here and the wonderful music we heard, La ilaha illallah, and the words of Situ Rinpoche, which never cease to surprise me, because every time he speaks there's something coming new. So now, the walk, and before that, why the walk, and so on. I won't take much time. Like the Rinpoche said, that I walk the talk, he talks the walk. I must start by telling you a little story about St. Francis Xavier, who loved to walk. And with his followers, of course. And one day, while they were on a long walk, his disciples said to him, "Why don't you say something to us? Talk to us. Give us some spiritual advice." He said, "When this walk is finished, then I will talk to you." So the walk was over. They were sitting in a beautiful place on the hillock, and still he was keeping quiet. So they asked him, "You said after the walk is over, you will say something. What? You said nothing." He said, "Yes, my walk is my talk." So this is from St. Francis of Assisi, long, long ago. So when I said it in the film, I want to say that it's not original, because there is nothing that you can really call original. Like Jesus Christ said in the Bible, it is old wine in new bottles. And the old wine is the wine which Shabdha Khan Sahab sang just now. You know all the details of the walk that we are walking. We started from Kanyakumari, we did 5,500 kilometers, and so on. These are the practical, the logistics of the walk. We have another 2,000 and odd kilometers to go before we reach Srinagar. You heard all that, you know that. But this kind of thing happens not in a calculated, pre-calculated way. Like, I'm sorry I'm quoting you again and again, but like when the Buddha inside is enlightened, we like to repeat the words. So, this comes out of the divine which is in every heart. And in some it manifests a little more, in some it manifests a little less, but it is nevertheless there in all human hearts. I believe it's also my experience that the ultimate supreme reality, a spark of that reality, resides in every heart of every living being and manifests consciously in human beings. Of course, in all living beings. And as one's karmas improve, as one progresses, it becomes more and more manifest. And therefore this walk is only a manifestation of that, rather than really calculate. And I shouldn't say this because the organizers who are involved in the walk break their heads every day. They come to me with problems. Sometimes I tell them to pack up and go, and so on and so forth. But they never go. Why? Because the spark inside burns brightly in all of them. It never goes off. So I fan the flames and set it on fire. And this is kind of a fire that we set up. It's a madness. Believe me, in some parts of India where we were walking, somebody said that this man is completely crazy. What is this walking from Kanyakumari to Kashmir? Is this possible? When I went to Ralegaon Siddhi, you saw the movie, I met Anna Hazare and I told him, "Sir," he said, "आपको कुछ negative कहा किसी ने?" I said, "ज़्यादा तो नहीं कहा, but some people said that I was a completely crazy coot who's thinking of walking in the jet age, when you can reach a place in a few hours from Kanyakumari to Kashmir." And it's very interesting. He said, he didn't deny that I was crazy. He said, "पागल ही ऐसे काम कर सकता है." He said, "Only the mad can do such things." So even Anna has certified me. So, just imagine the number of people walking with me not knowing that this is a crazy man walking from Kanyakumari to Srinagar. Believe me, it comes as a manifestation of the inner, this walk outside. And if sanity has brought us to this state that we are, I think insanity is better than sanity. You know, the spiritual understanding and the core of our consciousness is not a very logical affair, because our logic is very limited, because it is based on our five senses, which are limited. It's not so logical. It's not, you can't put it in your usual logical cubbyhole and say, this is what it is. No. If you could, it would not be infinite. It comes out of a certain drinking of wine, a drunkenness, which is a blessed drunkenness, not the other one which spoils your liver. A great Sufi once said, Akhal ke madrase se ut. What does that mean? Get up from the school of your intellect, the school where you learn things about your intellect. Intelligence is required, I understand. Otherwise, you won't get up from the school of intellect. Akhal ke madrase se ut. Next is very much like what Shabdha Khan Sahib sang. Ishq ke main khade mein aap. Come to the tavern of Ishq. Now I don't know how to translate Ishq. Ishq is love, which cannot be understood. You cannot define it. It's like when you have had 2 pegs of stiff single malt. You don't know what's happening. I'm not doing it, I'm just saying. I can feel others sometimes. So, Akhal ke madrase se ut, Ishq ke main khade mein aa. Come into the tavern of Ishq, of that burning desire to forget, lose oneself and become nothing. In fact, La ilaha, you sang. The Arabic word La is a negation. No. You go to a bazaar, you see Arabs bargaining and negotiating. La, la, no, 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 no. And when you say La, if it is a negation, it is very similar to what, I'm sorry if I'm mistaken, what the Buddhists call Shunya. Shunya is not nothing. It is that from which everything came and which cannot be defined by everything that came out of it. Therefore, Shunya, nothingness. It is not nothing, nothingness. The feeling that we get. It's like misunderstanding nirvana. People say nirvana is the snuffing out of the flame. If you snuff out the flame and become unconscious, do you think people do all this meditation to become unconscious? No. Nirvana is to be free of those desires that bind us to selfishness. And when we are released from that, the whole world is ours. There is nothing different. We are free. Anyway, I don't know why I'm going on for. So, Akhal ke madrase se ut, ishq ke mai khade mein aa. Get up from the school of intellect. Come into the tavern of inspiration. Let's translate it for the time being. Inspiration or drunkenness. Jame fana wa bekhudi ab to piya. Now that you have drunk the wine of fana, total distraction. In fact, the Sufis call the truth fana fil haq. When everything else is gone, fana, only the haq remains, the truth. So, jame fana wa bekhudi. Now, bekhudi is sometimes loosely translated as carelessness. That's not the meaning. It means bekhudi, meaning no khud, no self, no ego. Up to pia, now that you have drunk. Now what? Jo ho, so ho, let what happen, happen. This is the idea with which we started the walk, and believe me, good things have happened. Why? Because I believe there is a supreme energy which looks after all these things, even though we don't believe it exists sometimes. But it is there, and it works through our hearts, and it works through every heart. This is the walk. The rest you see in the film, there's literature to read. We have gone through many difficulties. I have myself had leg pain, knee pain. Now I'm fine. Viral fever, head, with several obstacles, physical and mental. Like two people don't want to share a room. So I have to go there and sort it out. Somebody says somebody is hiding a knife. I don't know what he's going to do. Turns out that he uses it to cut tomatoes. So there are problems which we sort out and we carry on. But the basic link is this spiritual link which connects all of us together. Please don't think that only the walkers are connected together. All of us. Now, this is the walk for you to see. We still have another 2,500 kilometers to go. I don't think it is easy because some people think that it is good to think of the good things that happen. Sometimes I think it's also good to think of the bad things that could happen so you're prepared for it. So we are ready to move forward. Hopefully in the first week of May, we will reach Srinagar. I said hopefully because we have to walk from Jammu to Srinagar and there have been several warnings from different sources, but I think we will go. And I'll tell you the reason why. The reason is, I know that all of you cannot walk with us. I'm very thankful that Rinpoche decided to walk from in Pathankot at least for 15 kilometers or 15 minutes, I don't know. With all his monks, I'm very, very thankful. It's a great thing to do. And as he said, he thinks he knows me for long. I also suspect that I know him for long, although we met only 2 years ago. Now, it's not a good idea to dwell into these matters in public. I remember at Shervaling Monastery, we were having breakfast, and we were happily sitting at the table and talking something when some ladies, I'm not talking anything against ladies, please. 3 or 4 ladies pulled the chairs and came and sat around us. First question, Rinpoche ji, since you are a reincarnated Lama, how many past lives do you remember? I want to tell you the answer. Actually, I don't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. Because these things are not discussed over breakfast tables or dinner tables. These are very serious matters which have a different dimension altogether. But nevertheless, I know that there is a link. Maybe eventually we will figure out, I don't know. So anyway, this is the walk, and this is the talk. And I know that you won't be able to walk with me till Srinagar. But why did I say that this walk will succeed? Because I feel that all of you, those who are not walking, your minds are also with us. I feel that very sincerely. Lakshmi has not been walking, only here and there in Kerala. But I know her mind is with us. All of you, I'm sure, are with me, with us, with the walk, with M. And since M actually means the first letter Ma of Manav or Manushya, which means a human being, there is not one M. You're all M. You're all Manav. You're all Manushya, human beings. So with your support, when you put your mind to this and support us, it's a terrific energy. Therefore, seeing you and the attention you are giving to what I am saying and the love and affection you have for us for the walk, I assure you that this walk has already become successful before reaching Srinagar. So thank you very much. It's a beautiful evening. I once more thank the wonderful souls who run Zorba and the wonderful way it's maintained. It's like a monastery in the Himalayas or somewhere like that. You can't say it's near Delhi except when you see the metro going there. Thank you once again. Now, as the principle of the walk, I would like to first say Namaskar. Then I would like to say Salam Alaikum. Then I would like to say Shashikal. And then I would like to bow down. I don't know what is said in the Buddhist Shesha. I know Om Mani Padme Hum, but that's a prayer. And all religions, the Jews I know say Shalom for Salam. I bow down to all of you individually and collectively, and once more pray that you keep your minds and help us to the walk. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Happened when two of the musicians met each other at the Active Peace Conclave hosted by the Honorable Rinpoche at Cheribling in November 2014. A lot of magic happened for a lot of souls that evening. Zoya is an outcome of that magic. Zoya is not to be spoken of, but to be heard. And so, I invite you to join this journey into the depths of your soul. Over to you, wonderful Valentine Shipley, Prabhu, and all the other members of the band. Zoya, can we...
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
transmissions and retreats. Tai Situpa departed from the Dharma Chakra Center Rumtek Monastery, and in accordance with the tradition and heritage, the Tai Situpa in 1976 established the beautiful Palpung Sherabling monastic seat in Himachal Pradesh, India. How many of you have seen the Sherabling? Okay, I can see a few hands going. If you haven't, it's a majestic place. Please visit it. It's 6 kilometers from the Baijnath temple in Palampur. At the request of his devotees, he embarked on his first Dharma tour of the West in 1980 and subsequently traveled extensively around Europe, North America, Southeast Asia, and Australia, etc. He established the Maitreya Institute, which is aimed at interfaith harmony. He devoted his time and energy for environment preservation, propagation, and peace and harmony in the world. These activities culminated in 1989 with the Round the World Pilgrimage, the Pilgrimage for Active Peace, One World for Humanity, the 25th anniversary of which was celebrated with an Active Peace Conclave in November of 2014. The Kenting Situpa was responsible for the search, recognition, and subsequent enthronement of His Holiness, the 17th Karmapa. He has recognized more than 300 incarnate Rinpoches and has ordained more than 5,000 monks and nuns. Tai Situpa devotes his time to his own practice and in upholding the activities of the previous Chamgon Kenting Situpas, preserving the lineage in its pure form and transmitting to the lineage to the next generation of teachers and practitioners. Besides being well known for the simplicity of his Dharma teachings, he is also known for his artistic works, poetry, extensive writing, and compilation of very important texts. In fact, some of the numbers that Zoya will be performing later this evening are written by Tai Situpa. So I'm sure the Zoya team will introduce those numbers to you as well. So it gives me great honor, privilege, and pleasure to invite him onto the stage to address the gathering now. Can we have Vivek and Bela just escorting him up to the stage, please? Felicitate.
This is a good evening, but looks like a good afternoon. Respected Shri M.G., Pierre Shabdha Khan, and all the distinguished participants here, and also the individuals who accompanied Shri M.G. on this very important and very special walk of hope. In this world in which we live today, what is lacking is not the knowledge, not the technology, not the ideas, but what is lacking is wisdom. Wisdom we cannot find anywhere, but within ourselves. I, as a Buddhist monk, you can see, I don't have to explain, I cannot hide, I cannot pretend, you know. So, I, as a Buddhist monk, I worship Buddha, of course, but Buddha is in me. And Buddha is in each and every one of you. And Buddha in Sri M is very, very, very bright and shining. It is our potential, our innate primordial wisdom, which each and every one here, as well as all the 4 billion, 5 billion, 6 billion human beings on planet Earth, as well as all the living creatures, one that flies over there, look, that one, and everyone that is swimming, crawling, all the living beings, they all are Buddha in the making. Buddha is your essence. So if I may say something which I am not 100% familiar, but I feel that it is appropriate, because I believe all truth is one. You cannot have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 truths. Although there's so many religions, so many belief systems, but truth has to be the same. So, if I'm allowed, I will say, please forgive me if you don't approve. God is in you. You are the embodiment of God. I said earlier, Buddha. I know what I'm saying. But when I say God, I translate that, because it has to be the same thing. There cannot be one kind of truth for somebody who is a Buddhist, another kind of truth that which is for who is not Buddhist. I don't think so. Truth is one. Got to be. So you are the Buddha. I am the Buddha. You are the God. I am the God. But not manifesting like a God. The potential of God is in me and in you. Why do we worship? In order to manifest that. And what Sri MG is doing, walking from Kanyakumari to Kashmir for so many thousands of kilometers, to be precise, about 7,000 kilometers. Because that is how he manifests Buddha from himself. That's how he manifests God from himself. That Buddha inside him and that God inside him, and make him do this. Sometimes people say, some believe in creation, and other people say they believe in evolution. For me, there's no difference. Evolution is creation, and creation is evolution. And some people have lots of debate that how can God create everything? But good things. Why bad things God create? No, no, definitely not. Because each and every one of us have God within us. So when we don't see that, and when we don't behave like we supposed to behave, then bad things we do. And then as a result of that, bad things happen. So, perfect example is right in front of us. The result of good thought, which is manifestation of the Buddha within, God within, manifest in hope. And one can take 7,000 kilometers of walk for more than 1 year. You know, my doctor tell me I should walk 1 kilometer a day for my health. I can't do that. That's why I told our host, gentlemen, that I do the talking and I talk the walk. And Sri MG walk the talk. Yes. So this way, I don't want you to talk too much because I have a habit of getting carried away. So it is wonderful to see such an event happening in 21st century. In the midst of all of this turmoil which happening all over the world, an unprecedented manner. And in the middle of all of this, such an awesome thought can arise. Not only that, such an awesome effort can be started. Not only that, such an awesome activity can be accomplished. Thinking about is one thing, trying is another thing, but accomplishing is a complete thing. And Sri MG, for me, of course the M have many meaning, but for me, he is the master of the mass, master of the enormous amount of humanity, master of the humanity. So he is Shri MMM. Okay? So this way, and also he unites everyone. Therefore, it is the third M. When you are in the middle, when you follow the middle way, you help everyone in the right, everyone in the left, everyone in front of you, everyone behind you. Yes, that is the third M. Please forgive me if I'm being too presumptuous. Yes. So I can say this. I think I know the Sri M for some time, actually for many years, but personally I know him for just a few years. And I feel very comfortable saying these things. Knowing little bit of who he is, he will tolerate me. Yes. Yes. Okay. So for tonight's event, this is Walk of Hope. Manav Ekta and its effort, which is a very important part of the Sri MG, the activity of Sri MG. So, one world, one humanity, one walk, and walk for better future right now, not tomorrow. Don't wait. Just do it right now. And he is our example. And next time, I hope I can join with him for a couple of weeks. Oops, sorry. I don't know whether I will manage or not, but I have said this in front of everybody, so I have to somehow live up to my words, right? So I really wanted to. And I will not just participate in the flag off ceremony and participate in the arrival in Delhi, New Delhi, the capital, but I hope I can join with Shri MG in the future, in the walk. Yes. It's good for my body, speech, and mind. Thank you. Thank you. All the best.
Rinpoche, this is for you. One world, one sky, one love, one life. One world, one sky, one love, one life. One earth, one soul. At peace should be our goal.